Greetings to you all, ladies and gentlemen. Today's class will be focusing on how to write an individual lesson note. So for us to be able to achieve this objective, we have to still use our word processing software, which is WPS Office. So I will click on it and open to the page using the same procedure that we have been using. Now when the page is open, I'll click the screen for my keyboard to be displayed. Then I'll come to this my left hand side. I'll hold the cap key so that everything changes to capital letters. Then I can just write here now an individual lesson note on social studies for Friday 7 February 2025. I come to this my right hand side. I click on enter to go to the next line. Then on this next line I can write my integrated learning team. I take enter again to write project. I continue. Maybe before my project, yes, after my project, I can go to component. The component here, I can just choose maybe history. Remember, social studies is divided into three main components: history, geography, and citizenship. So now I'll continue with my topic. After the topic is I write the lesson. From there I still take enter to specific objectives. From there I still take enter to previous knowledge. From previous knowledge I can write resources. And then I take enter again. I go to reference or references, depending on what I'm going to cite as my reference. Okay, now when you look already, you see that my preamble has been created. So I will hold the screen and drag. I will hold my screen and I will drag it. When that circle comes out, I highlight everything until it changes to this blue color. I come down here and I bold it. If I wish, yes, I bold it already. I can equally underline. Yes, I think it's okay. So here is my preamble. Now I can continue by clicking my screen for the keyboard to come out again. I go to my left side and then I scroll across to insert. Now we need to insert the table. So I'll come to table and then on these three dots on my right hand side I'll click it. So down and the one now to determine the number of columns and rows that I want. Down here I can just put 4, or let's say 5, and then on the left I can take on 4. And then when it is okay, I click on my top right hand, I click OK. See, the table has already come. So inside here now I can write here stages, content, teachers activities. Another way you can just write at the end, you capitalize everything. Teachers activities, then here learners activities. And then the last column I put duration. you can just abbreviate it because that's the last column. It's not supposed to be too big. Now if I want to adjust my columns and rows, I will click the screen and hold for this arrow that is having double sides like that to come out, and this line, this blue line that is showing like that, it helps me to adjust. So I can reduce this one to be smaller since it's just to write the time, and then I come to this other side, I also reduce this one and make sure that my content should be bigger because that is where I'm going to write many things. Okay, now this is what I have. And you discover that the lines in between them are small. I will not be able to come here. Under stages, I have introduction, I have a presentation, and then conclusion. So now I can put my queso in front of introduction, and then I go to my right hand, I click enter. I also put it behind, I click enter for it to be centralized. I come and do the same thing here with the presentation. I put behind, and then I click on enter, the enter key, so that it gives enough space where I can write whatever that I want to. And then I go to conclusion and I do the same thing. I create the space, and then I come and put in front to shift with the conclusion in the middle. Yes, something like this. So when you look already, you will see that we have already created our table and we have already put the different main aspects. So now I can also select all what I have written inside my table. I select all. I can increase it so that I can easily select. I select like that, everything that is inside the table. I'm going. Now when I select, I come here now. I go back to home. I can bold. I can go down and then I capitalize everything. Then I can also centralize and click on done. Now you see that everything is okay. This duration has not been highlighted, that's why it's looking different like that. So I can also increase it, and then I highlight duration. I come also and I do the same thing. I go to home and I bold. That has already been bold. I go and change it to capital letters. It has been done already. And then I can equally centralize. I click done. So if you look now, you see that our lesson note has already been created. Now it's just for you to go into each of the boxes and then you fill what you want. Go to the inside the boxes and then you write whatever you want here. If the queso is in the middle, you want to bring it to the other side, just go to home and then go down and click on beside multiple. You click this one and then it will come here now for you to be able to write. So follow the steps and then create your own, write your own lesson note and present to us in the forum. Thank you very much.